Hello and good evening. So, I'm sitting here in my home office waiting for my client to show up on Zoom for a meeting that we scheduled last week. This is an online healing session that from a real deep conversation I had with this client a few days ago, we both understood can be very beneficial for her. And she doesn't show up. So I've decided I've already have my tea here and I'm all settled down to speak to you. For my dear client that doesn't show up. And of course, I'm speaking to her, but I'm also speaking to myself and for everyone who is who have ever been in this kind of situation that has been actually denied, rejected, someone bail on him, right? And I think we all have been on both sides, from the side that schedule and doesn't show up from all kind of reason, and I'm not judging, of course. And from the other side that I'm at right now, that we are the one that waiting and someone doesn't show up. And maybe it's sometime that we set the time and we schedule and we know we have to set the evening. So yeah, it's not fun. But let's speak about it and let's be real. What's really going on here? So, of course, that from the ego perspective, that's not fun at all because the ego go into this rant, right? Sitting here and I'm waiting and my time is precious and you would pay for it because my time is worth money and you can go on to all kind of movies in your head that now your business is not working anymore maybe, and maybe it's not that good of a deal. Maybe, this you only bring those kind of really not honest people attracted to you, and all these kind of weird thoughts. It all comes from the ego. But you can also go a layer deeper and feel this kind of rejection energy. It's a real energy that I can feel in my body in the last 10 or 15 minutes that I understood that that client won't show up. And this is kind of a tired energy, kind of worried energy, confused energy. I can really feel it. So, this client specifically, we were supposed to talk about getting into the like finding be able to find a romantic partner for life, like finding a companion, a romantic companion. She's not that young of a client, and she told me that she really feels she needs this love. She needs someone that will be with her because all of those years she have been by herself, and she actually really feel lonely. That's the main reason. That's the main thing we wanted to speak about and to see how we can heal it together and solve it. So here's what's funny. That's what she's doing to herself by not showing up. And of course, it's not really funny. It's actually kind of sad. It's actually this kind of rejecting energy is also sad. I can also feel this sadness for her, for real. And not showing up for this kind of meeting is actually rejecting herself. And that's what it's all about. It's about us, me, rejecting myself, especially if we speak about this topic of finding a companion for life, right? Partner. So it's about attraction on one side and rejection on the other side. You want to attract, or not to attract like in a cheesy way, right? But you want to be attracted towards the right person for you, that it would work for both of you. On the other way around, you want to reject other people. But if you find already, and I'm now taking myself as an example, because we've already had like primary talk where we understood together this match that the process that we can do together might help and might work, and there was a mutual agreement on that. So you find it already, and then you don't show up. It's not some random thing that you are like, maybe yes, maybe no. It's something that you've already said yes to. So in my understanding, it's actually what happens right now. If I'm speaking to you, my client that hasn't shown up, it's the same process of not showing up for yourself. And in the end of the day, it's all about it. It's about the relationship between you and you. It's not about the relationship between you and your partner. It's about being honest to yourself, about honor yourself, about honor your own world. And when saying that you show up for yourself, to show up for yourself, about giving yourself this time, that dignity. You know, and again, I know it's not simple. I'm not innocent of that at all. I've been, I think, baiting off to people many times. Maybe I'm still doing it from time to time. But I know underneath, there's always fear to meet my true self. It's a fear to think, to feel and to meet a truer part of me, a deeper part of me that maybe I'm not ready to meet, actually. So again, there's nothing to blame. So what's this message of this short speech? It's about the two sides of the coin. And about the tremendous will that it takes to break a habit, like habit of rejection. People who reject their romantic partner, they're also rejecting themselves in some aspect of their life. And that's the two sides of the same coin. It's not about attracting a partner. It's about attracting yourself. And if you are ready to look at it, if you're ready to research, to explore, to inquire, to see if it's really the case for you. Because how most of us act on everyday life is we blame it on the outside world. We will say, I'm not attracting to them, but it's actually that I'm not attracting for myself. And yes, in the outside world, there may be people that I'm more attracted to and less attracted to. That's completely fine. But first of all, if you recognize in yourself that you have this issue, let's say, I don't love to call it an issue, but let's say this theme or that challenge is active in your life of finding a partner. You find it a challenging part of your life. Then look inside you. Don't go around and look all the dating sites and ask for your friends to match up for you someone. It's not about that. You can do those things. It's good, it's great, I guess. But first figure it out inside. And actually take this time. If I would you, I would take this time instead of going outside and meeting people and dating sites and so on, to date myself. To go inside, to meditate, to write, to do this self-inquiry. What I love about myself, what in me is attracting me. Is that a weird question? I don't think so. I think it's a really good question. I think that's the real, I feel, actually, I know from my experience that that's the map to get your desired partner, to look inside you. So that's it, my friends, my friend. I hope this message gets you. Please comment on this video. Tell me if you find it helpful, and I love to see you in my next one soon. Goodbye.